Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Natalie, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. In this video, I'll be talking about 5 Louis Vuitton handbags to avoid and just save your money. And I don't mean to be offensive in this video or insult anyone if you own any of these bags or if you want to add these bags to your collection. This is just my opinion and what I think are not worth the money at Louis Vuitton, and just to save your money on these. And I'll be going through the reasons why I think that is the case. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing more about the 5 bags that I don't think are worth it and just to save your money on, please stay tuned. But before we get started, I do want to mention this top that I'm wearing right now. I've been absolutely loving this top. I purchased it from Shein, so I did an entire Shein haul a couple of weeks ago, so I'll link that video up here. And this was part of that haul, and this was only $9, like $9 Australian dollars, for this gorgeous polka dot mesh top. I just have this singlet underneath it. I think on the website the model is wearing like a bra, but I'm not that risky, so I've just got like a black singlet underneath, and I think it's so cute. It's got really cute little ruffle sleeves here, and the neck is also ruffled, but I've just kind of like tucked it in because it was kind of annoying me a little bit. But I just think this is so cute for $9, and I've paired it with these Sheen earrings too. So it's got like a little pearl, faux pearl of course, and like cubic zirconia stones all around it. And this was only like $3 from Shein, so I'm feeling really glammed up for like $12. Definitely check it out. I would highly recommend this. This is so nice. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the video, or the topic of the video. So the 5 Louis Vuitton handbags that I think you should avoid. So starting off with number 1 is the Felicia pachette, and I know a lot of you guys out there love it, and it's very similar to the pachette accessoire. So I do have the monogram canvas pachette accessoire here just to show you. So the size of it is very similar, but I don't think it's a good alternative because with the pachette accessoire, it does have a zipper closure, whereas with the Felicia pachette, it's a snap button closure. And also with the pachette accessoire, it's very malleable. It's very like stretchy. You can stuff it and zip it up. Whereas I have tried the Felicia pachette in store, and it's really tiny, and there's not much give or stretch to it at all. And because it is a snap button closure, you can't overstuff it. Otherwise, you won't be able to close it. I would honestly say get the pachette accessoire over the Felicia pouch. I know the pachette accessoire is really hard to find, but if you're tossing up between the two and you really want one of the pouches, definitely go for the pachette accessoire. You'll save a lot of money, and also you'll get a lot more use out of it. As pretty as the Felicia pouch is, especially in the demi-azur with the rose ballerine, that really light pastel pink color, I just don't think it's worth that much. And it does come with inserts, and by the time you put those inserts in, like stuff those inserts into the bag, you don't have much space at all to work with, so I wouldn't recommend that. So yeah, I'd highly recommend getting the pachette accessoire over the Felicia pachette, and just getting a strap or a really nice gold chain to go with it, just for like $50. Organize My Bag do really nice ones that match the Louis Vuitton hardware perfectly, and this is also from Organize My Bag. So yeah, I'd highly recommend doing that instead and just saving yourself like $300 by doing so. The second bag on my list is the Speedy 30, and I actually own the Speedy 30 in damier bean. And the reason why I don't recommend the Speedy 30 is because the bandolier version is so much better. So if you are eyeing the Speedy bags, definitely go for the bandolier version, so the one with the strap. You'll just get a lot more use out of it. I've had my Speedy 30 for a really long time, and I probably honestly haven't used it for like the last 3 to 4 years at all, because I just think it's too fussy. It's just too big and too bulky to be handling as an everyday bag, and it's only a top handle bag, so I can't even swing it over my shoulder. I always have to have one hand available just to carry it, and it is quite big and it gets really heavy, so having that strap option would be a way better deal. I know it is a little bit more expensive, but trust me, you definitely get your money's worth for paying that extra bit of money just to get the bandolier version. So yeah, unfortunately the Speedy 30 or anything bigger like the Speedy 35 I wouldn't recommend in just the Speedy form. Definitely get the bandolier version. Maybe the Speedy 25 you could get away with just having it handheld because it is a little bit smaller, but then again, I'd still recommend the bandolier version because you get more use out of it. The third bag, again, is very controversial. It's the multi-pachette, and I do really like the style of it. I like the edgy, kind of trendy look of the thick canvas strap with the pachette attachment, and you can just detach it and use it separately as like a little clutch or like a shoulder bag for an evening out. But the thing and the reason why I don't recommend it, and I would say just to avoid it, is because of the price point. I think in Australia now it's 3,150 Australian dollars, so that is a lot of money just for a canvas bag. If you were wanting that kind of style and edgy look with the thick strap and the little pochette and also changing it into like a shoulder bag, I would highly recommend the Prada re-edition 2005 nylon bag. I think that is such a trendy bag. I just love the simplicity of it. Like, it's very casual and trendy, but then you can also dress it up by using the chain that it comes with, and I feel like that gives a very different vibe to the Louis Vuitton one. And I think the Prada edition is about $2,000, so you're saving $1,000 for a very similar looking style and trendy bag. So I'll definitely recommend the Prada one. Obviously you're not getting the extra pouch that comes with like the multi pochette, you get 2 pouches with that, but I honestly feel like the Prada re-edition bag looks a lot more sleek, a lot more trendy, and a lot better than the multi pochette. But then again, that's just my opinion, so each to their own. But yeah, I wouldn't be spending over $3,000 just on canvas bags and a canvas strap. So yeah, that's my take, and that's the 3rd bag on this list. So the 4th bag is the Louis Vuitton On The Go in the PM, MM or GM, any size. I just don't think it's worth the money. I think it retails for around $3,900, which is crazy because it's just a canvas bag and you're not getting that much leather with it. So I think paying over $3,000, over $3,500 for a canvas bag is just not worth it. I haven't actually seen it in person, but from videos and photos, it just looks like a big canvas bag, like a tote bag with a canvas strap, and the only leather parts are just like the handles attached to it. So I honestly don't think it's worth it. It's also really boxy, bulky, and there's no zipper closure at all. Even like the giant monogram print, I'm not a huge fan of, and just the color combination, I'm not a huge fan of that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend the On The Go tote bag. As an alternative, I would recommend the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, just because I feel like you'll get a lot more wear out of it. You get more leather trimming around it too, and also it comes with a little pouch that you can use as a clutch or as a little catch-all inside the Neverfull. And the Neverfull only retails for $2,200 or $2,300 for the MM size, so that's over $1,000 savings if you were to purchase like the Neverfull versus the On The Go tote. So yeah, I just don't think a canvas bag is worth $4,000. I think the GM is over $4,000, so yeah, I just wouldn't spend my money on the On The Go tote bag. So the 5th and final bag that I think you should avoid and not purchase is the Louis Vuitton Vanity PM. And again, just like with the On The Go, I just think it's so expensive for a canvas bag. This one retails for $3,750 in Australia. And again, it's just a canvas bag that looks like a vanity case. It does come with a really beautiful strap, so I will give it that. It comes with like a really beautiful chain strap that has leather interwoven in it, which is really beautiful. It's like a really pretty braid style chain. But for $3,750 for a very trendy looking bag that I feel like will date in a few years' time is just not worth it. Just looks like a vanity case to me, and you guys know that I'm not passionate about using vanity bags as a handbag. I just see a vanity bag or like a toiletry bag that you're trying to use as a handbag. And again, with the vanity case, it's really hard to zip and unzip, like open and close if you're on the go, if you're out shopping. If you want to pay for something, you need 2 hands to kind of like unzip it, and it's just awkward lifting it up like that. So I just don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of the vanity cases as handbags in general. So paying almost $4,000 again for a canvas bag, a very trendy canvas bag, is just not worth it to me. So yeah, I'd highly recommend saving your money for that. But if you really love the whole cosmetic case look and that kind of trendy cosmetic bag look, then I'll just recommend purchasing the Nice BB or like the Nice Mini and purchasing a separate strap to attach to it. It would save probably $1,000, over $1,000, probably $2,000 by doing so. So yeah, if you really love that trend, then that's the route I would recommend going down. But yeah, that's the 5th bag and final bag that I would not recommend, and just yeah, save your money on these. So yeah, those are the Louis Vuitton handbags I'd say to avoid and to save your money on, and to look into other alternatives. But yeah, that's just my opinion. If you guys have any other suggestions, or if you guys have any other thoughts, please let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing what you guys think. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and had some fun. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back in future videos. I have a lot more content planned, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!